It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Aside from the cool earring choice that we have in common, well, we both got started like in artistic roles a bit later in life.
It's true.
For me, I was 37 when I did stand up for the first time.
That's bonkers, and I love it. Like the bravest thing ever, and I love that, and it gives me hope. So it's a similar situation with me where I was an actor, or I did a lot of theater. Then I had my kids sort of later in life, and then really missed acting like a lot. So I was really lucky, and I got an agent, and I started going out to auditions and joined ACTRA recently, the Actors Union in Canada, and then of course COVID. But there's something about acting professionally where it's very passive. You're just waiting. You're holding your phone, and you're like, I really wish my agent would text me with an audition. And as an older woman, I was like, I don't like this. I love acting. I want my agent to always contact me. But there's something about like sort of waiting for permission to be creative. And I really didn't like that. So I was like, all right. So people were saying, you should write. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can write. I used to love to write when I was a kid. Let me write. Yeah. So I wrote a pilot. It's called Bubby, about my grandmother, about like an old European grandmother who comes to live with the family. Just a family-friendly sitcom kind of thing. And I haven't done anything with it really, but it got some really good feedback on Twitter. And a lot of people were really helping me on Twitter. Screenwriting Twitter is like amazing. And I was like going to film school. They're like, people gave me notes. People gave me advice. Then they said, all right, now that you've done that, you should make something. I'm like, how do you make something? Like, I know how to show up on the set, but how do you make something? So I wrote this short called Demonstration Sport, and they were like, how do you do it? So through people and people and people and people. So I wrote that script when I made that film, I was 51. I am now 52. And I major imposter syndrome, I would say, like major. People are like, oh, this is Cari. She's a filmmaker and a writer. And I'm like, not really. And my husband will be like, did you write a film? Yes. Did you make a film? Yes. You're a filmmaker. All right. But it's still, you feel like, do I have a right to do this? Who am I to do this at this age?
I feel that's so hard.
And I'm trying when I see people like you who like, I started this at 36 and like, you're still doing it. And to me, that's like super brave. I met a woman we were doing a Zoom sort of comedy class, like a one-day thing. And these two women who were older went to Humber to the comedy program last year. And I'm like, oh my, that's the bravest thing in the world. I love that. Yeah. And like, I want to write. I want to work in a writer's room. Why shouldn't I? I'm funny. I'm very nice. Yes. I'm fun to work with. Yes. And at which point are we going to say as older women that our voices don't matter? And I hate that. So it's like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to do it. We're doing it.
That's my motto. Just do the thing.
So like, if you're sitting here going, no, I shouldn't, and I'm not, and I'm like second guessing yourself, because I have a blank page sitting at home. I haven't written anything recently, and I'm like, I'm not really a writer. Like those people are really writers. Like you're really a writer because you've been like nominated for things. People
I don't even think that. I'm like,
you're real. Like you've done stuff. Whereas I'm like an imposter. But it's like, you know what? Screw that. I'm sorry. Like I'm trying really hard to get over it myself and say, no one's gonna like bestow upon me like some certificate that says you're an official writer.
Right. No.
That's not going to happen.
You'll have to make that yourself.
I will have to go to the computer and make it myself. I haven't achieved, maybe if I continued this when I was in my 20s, I would be further along. Yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. And like, let's just do it now.
Yeah. The imposter thing is crazy.
Crazy.
Because even for everything that I have accomplished, I still have this mindset of, but no, she's a comic and I'm not really. Do I deserve to be here? I still battle with that.
Okay,
despite
you contacted me to be on this show, which was great.
And
I was like, I don't know why she wants me to be on her show, and I'm probably really not qualified, and I'm not really like a comic, and I'm not whatever. So even that was like a big thing. Like, should I come to be on? I was like thrilled to come, but I'm like, really? Okay. I'm going to show up and I'm going to do it. Whatever. So I think it's a lot of just, I don't know, saying yes to yourself more than no. And saying why not. Like,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.